For me personally, I like buying a really nice original car and putting my own spin on it without having to take apart the car.
You bought it. The thing is, you buy cars and you don't hold on to them
No, I don't get attached to them. I have two
because
cars that I won't sell now, but
well, one was obviously. If you guys don't know, we have we're part of a lowrider club called Luxurious. You're the president. I'm the vice president, right?
What?
Huh?
What am I?
I don't know. What are you?
And I told you, bro, you can't like you flip through cars so much. I said you gotta have a club car. Like there
Well,
has to be a car you can't get rid of.
So for many years, I always said, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna have it for a while. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna have it for a while. But then I get bored of the car. So I see myself not excited
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh man, that's one of your club
That's
cars.
one of the keepers. That has always been my dream car. That dream has been accomplished. So that car is a keeper forever.
It's such. It's funny when you got the Impala. I wasn't a big fan of coral on coral.
Mhm.
Like I think I'm more to the white roof combo with the coral. But the more I look at the car, it just looks such a nice, pretty car, bro.
Yeah.
What kind of car is that?
That's a 1958 Chevrolet Impala. That's the first year of the Impala. That is, a lot of people call that the king of the Impalas. For the lowrider guys, it always goes back and forth. Some people prefer the 59, some people prefer the 58. It goes back and forth, but the 58 has always been my dream car. It still has a little bit of that bomb look, and I'm a big bomb guy, but I'm also a big Impala guy. So I love that car.
And what power plant do you have on this one? It's a big block.
It's all original, yeah. It's a big block. It's 348.
So what do you got left for? You got the Continental kit.
The Continental kit I have already. I got to start prepping the parts, figure out what gets powder coated, figure out what gets chromed and painted, and start the installation, and then the cruiser skirts. And then after that, we'll see.
But have you ordered the skirts yet? The cruiser skirts or not?
I haven't. I got to order them. They're like 5 weeks behind. So
The fiberglass ones we were talking about.
yeah,
With
the original ones are 15,000. A set just sold for 12 grand.
how much? How about the Continental kit?
The Continental kit, I think original, they're 10, 15 grand.
Yeah, it's not worth it, bro. Unless you're building something that you want all OG
So
and you're competing for the bragging rights and points. But
yeah, the look is the same. You know what? If you're financially in the place where you can spend 15 grand on skirts, cool, good for you. Like I think it's
Yeah.
cool to have it. But I see that I rather do something else to the car than spend 15 grand.
I think
Or I'll buy another car.
I think what well, yeah, well that's
You know,
another thing.
my
I think
mentality
you
that-
see more your money in use.
Yeah, because I'm always buying and selling a car, or my business that's constantly buying and selling. I can use that money for something more productive for me. I don't knock the guys who do the OG skirts and
No.
that want the OG skirts. I think that's awesome. I think that's really cool. It's just not for me. To me, it's not important.
How many cars do you think you've gone through? Like from buying and selling? Because since I've known you, since we were in your warehouses,
Mhm.
you had cars that he had a car top G that came in, and as quick as it came in, before the week was over, he already had it traded or sold.
I don't know.
That
how you do
Cadillac,
it.
remember that red Cadillac, that special edition?
Oh yeah. That car was already spoken for.
Yeah.
Before I got it, before I received
Oh,
it, that
really?
car was already
Yeah,
spoken for.
the
Yeah.
car. What's the deal on that Cadillac?
That was a 1958 Cadillac Seville.
Okay.
Eldorado Seville. I don't know, one of 800 built.
Yeah, I knew it was rare, and you didn't want to touch it.
Yeah. Nah, I wasn't gonna do anything with the car. The car was into me. There it is.
Oh man, what a coincidence, bro! You know what's funny? I didn't think you sent him the picture. We were
I
just
did
talking.
because I
About
found it in my stuff. That car came out of a museum in Canada.
it was such a clean car.
What?
Yeah, it came out of a museum in Canada. A guy.
How'd you get that?
So I had a '57 Cadillac, a blue one, coupe, that I posted it on one of these hot rod pages or whatever on Facebook.
He's always on the forum.
Yeah.
Whatever car he buys, he joins
'cause
all the forums
Because
for
I
that
like
car.
to learn. I like to learn about the cars, and the old guys know the most, right? So I buy the Cadillac, we lower it, we pinstripe it. Miguel pinstripes it for
This
me.
red? Oh no, the other one.
The blue one.
Yeah, yeah.
And I posted online on one of these forums, and the guy who owned this car, which I can't remember his name right now or what state. I think he's Ohio. I want to say, I don't remember. And he writes to me and he says, "Hey, I have a '58. Would you trade?" And he posts this picture, or not this picture, another picture that he had of the car. He said, "Well, call me. We'll talk about it." And we went back and forth a little bit. He said, "Look, we can do the trade. Let's meet halfway."
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I transitioned from my truck to a small SUV because I didn't want to be hauling anymore. And I was like, well, it kind of puts me in a bad spot. I don't have how to transport it right now. So we went back and forth a little bit, and he was like, you know what? I'll go all the way to Miami. It would have been a 20-hour drive for him, something like that, crazy.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, if you're willing to do it, let's do it. He didn't know what my car looked like. I didn't really know what his car looked like.
I remember because didn't you do the deal right in the front of the store?
Yeah, we did it over the phone.
Yeah.
So he took a picture the next day or 2 days after with his car on a 2-car hauler. And he said, I'm on my way. And a day and a half later, he was there.
From where?
I think Ohio or something.
Yeah.
It was like I don't know exactly, but it was about a 20-hour drive.
Yeah. He drove to do the trade.
Yeah.
No, you ended up trading the money on top.
No, straight trade. He was willing to bring it, but he also included the factory tri-power setup for that car.
Okay.
Financially, I was I was into the blue one well. So he was willing to do the drive. And he wanted the blue one. He said it's exactly what he wanted. The pinstriping was perfect. Like the way I had it was the way he wanted.
I remember he didn't want to customize this car.
It was too rear.
Yeah, he was like, I was thinking of bagging it, and he didn't want to cut it up, and then
Exactly. Yeah. So we did the trade, whatever, and then I did that trade maybe a week before Daytona. My idea was to take that car to Daytona. That car would have been a hit in Daytona. But I'm a man of my word. I told somebody I was going to get the car. They told me, please give me first pick at it. And I told them I would.
Did that car
I
stay here?
didn't take it to Daytona.
Did it stay here in Florida?
That car's still here in Florida, yeah. The guy that I did the trade with, it traded it with somebody else within 2 or 3 weeks after him having it, and then he got it back. So he has, again,
Yeah.
very rare car.
Dude, you've